Hi, my name is Zinan, and in this reflection, I'll be discussing what I learned from the soil analysis practical at the Jock Marshall Reserve and how it connects to my development project on the Kentburg Green Power Hub. So in this practical, we compared soil health between two locations at the JMR. One location is regularly grazed by goats, and one of the locations is not grazed by goats. We collected samples of both topsoil and subsoil and tested six key indicators of soil condition, like soil texture, pH, electrical conductivity, salinity, plasticity, and much more. These indicators together gave us a picture of how grazing pressures influence soil structure and fertility. One of the clearest differences was electrical conductivity. The goat-grazed soil had noticeably higher electrical conductivity values, meaning higher salt concentration compared to the ungrazed site. We also found that the grazed soil slaked more easily, showing weaker aggregate stability, which means it breaks apart faster when exposed to water. This suggests that trampling from goats compacts soil and reduces its ability to resist erosion. What stood out to me from this lab is that soil responds not just to climate and geology, but to management decisions. Grazing didn't drastically change pH or texture, but it did influence salinity and structure. High salt concentration and weaker aggregates mean the soil is more vulnerable to degradation over time. This connects strongly to my development project at the Kentburg Green Power Hub, which involves stage construction and land modification in order to make space for the wind turbines. Just like grazing pressures at the JMR altered soil stability, construction at Kentburg could disturb soil surfaces, exposing them to erosion, salt accumulation, or loss of organic matter. However, Kentburg uses a smart adaptive framework, building in stages and monitoring environmental impacts before progressing. This lab helped me understand why that approach matters. If soil structure weakens during early development, vegetation recovery becomes harder, invasive species can establish more easily, and water quality can be affected downstream due to the runoffs. So now, when I think about soil in the Kentbrook project, I don't just see it as ground layer. I see it as a living system that needs protection during these disturbances in order to protect the ecosystem. This practical improved my ability to interpret soil indicators beyond just numbers. I learned to see elevated electrical conductivity and slaking not as isolated data points, but as signals of long-term vulnerability. If I were involved in soil management at Kentbrook, I would recommend pre-disturbance baseline soil testing so changes can be measured accurately before and after construction. I would also include erosion control and soil cover stages during these construction phases. Overall, this practical helped me recognize that small disturbances accumulate. Sustainable development means understanding those processes and planning for them before they cause long-term damage. Thanks for listening. This reflection helped me link hands-on fieldwork to real environmental decision-making, and it shaped how I think about soil in development projects moving forward.